Been a while since I've come out here. I used to come all the time. Some days you just feel like going to the park, you know? Probably wearing the wrong shoes for this. I was on my way to the hiking trail and decided to come here instead. Soccer field. Was this here a few years ago? Running at large is prohibited. And what about at small? Can they run at small? And they labeled the trees here. I've never noticed that before. Pretty big bathroom facilities here. Still a little bit muddy after all that rain we've been having. It's been sneaking up on us too. The other night we had an unexpected tornado watch. Today it rained a little bit. Wasn't supposed to. I'll be glad for it to be next month when it'll be a little bit sunnier. More down there. That one's even got a couple little islands sticking out of it. Another soccer field back there too. Did one of those used to be a baseball field? I think that one back there might have been a baseball field at one point. I'm probably wrong. I could be wrong. I like this tree. I always forget what kind these are. But they're pretty. Leaves look like ferns. Okay, they're birdhouses. I saw another one set up a while ago, but I wasn't sure if it was for birds or for bats. This one's close enough I can tell a little bit better. Big tree fell over in one of those storms. When I was a kid, I would have loved to go climbing through all that. Too scared of snakes by this point. Speaking of trees, there's a good big spooky one. You know, this is a nice trail. Really flat. Paved? Never been down the whole thing before. A little more crowded than I thought it would be too. It's the day after Memorial Day today, and there's tons of people here. Well, I wouldn't say tons. A lot more than I expected there to be. I guess all the locals are out and about now that everyone's gone home from vacation. I admit I did not do anything this weekend though. I wanted to avoid those crowds. Ground's kind of pretty there. I don't know what they are, but there's a lot of little yellow flowers. You know, this would be a pretty good place to take up running, if I ever decide to try and do that again. Last time I tried that, I only made it a couple 100 feet. Just walked the rest of the way. Pretty cool rocks that way. Dry creek bed. Felt some cool air there for a second. I bet there's a cave around here somewhere. Looks like there might actually be a cave opening back there. A little overhang at least. I don't think the camera's getting it at all. Too many leaves to really tell. Some really cool old trees around here. This trunk, for example, has to be at least 5 foot long. Maybe longer. Not gonna lie, I thought about lying down next to that thing for size comparison, you know. But paved trail or not, I'm a bit too worried about ticks. Oh, look at that. We have an entanglement going on back there. Those are some big vines. More huge trees. That split tree back there, even bigger than that other one I was showing you guys. We're in more of a, I'd say, swampy looking area by now. Got some leaves covered in a good coating of mud. Some stagnant looking water. Maybe I'm speaking too soon, but at least the mosquitoes are staying in that stuff and away from me. That's pretty cool. You don't see a random trash can along many hiking trails. Even a dog waste station. I don't know how many times I've been to this park. I never knew all this was back here. I thought the trail just circled around the little part that I showed you guys a while ago. By the soccer fields. Well, this is pretty. I found a meadow. And it looks like we're coming up on some civilization. There's the hospital up there. And I think that brick building's another medical facility. Yeah, it must be. It says outpatient therapy services up there. Oh, we have a walk of fame right here. Look at that, not all canine either. I don't know what those are. They're deeper than the others, but not quite as defined in shape. Better view of the hospital from there. I'm here on Highway 65 by now too. Still no end of the trail in sight. How far's this thing taken me? All the way to Springfield? I swear I keep hearing voices behind me, and I turn around and there's no one there. I did just pass a parking lot. Maybe someone was sitting in their car talking on the phone. Would hate to think that I was on a haunted trail after all. I think this might be the end of it. It looks like it just turns into a city sidewalk right here, where it cuts into the parking lot of that medical facility. Either way, I'm not gonna chance it. Just in case it does take me up to Springfield. I'm gonna have to come back here in the fall. I bet this would be a great trail to do then. Seeing lots of good spooky trees today. And lots of cicadas. One of them landed on me a while ago. Trying to make friends. Well, for just wanting to come down here and show you guys a city park, this has been quite the adventure, huh? Passing by that spot where I can feel a little bit of cave air. Nature's air conditioning. Kind of nice today. Wildlife alert. That is one creepy looking dude. Hey, we made it back to the park. I just did a quick pan shot of that because there are kids playing on the equipment by now. But look, picnic tables. And here we are at probably my favorite part of the park. I love this bridge. Here's the dog park on the other side of the bridge. It's a cute little tunnel they have back there. And some fire hydrants way in the background. And this is the back parking lot where I usually park. I don't know why I didn't park here today. It's usually not as crowded as the one where I parked. Skate park over there. I would show you more of it, but someone's skating right now. There we go. Back in the day, that skate park used to have a fence enclosing it. That's where I learned to ride the unicycle. I would ride around it and cling to the fence for support. Funny thing though, I always rode clockwise, so I still can't really make a left-hand turn that well. I would not mind jumping in that water right now. It's getting kind of warm out. Is it just me, or does anyone else, when they're on a bridge like this, always have to check the banks for snakes? I'm not seeing any today. And I'm okay with that. Some people using the picnic tables back there. I should have thought to do that. Well, I guess, then again, I didn't really know I was coming out here, did I? Next time I'll do that. Well, look at that spooky tree award right here at the front. Didn't even see that one a while ago. Still kids playing at the playground equipment, by the way, so I'm not going to show you that today. But I'll go over here and show you the tennis courts if they're free. And they're not. It looks like people playing games on them. But that's them over there. And I guess that about does it from here at Stockstill Park. Glad you guys came along. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hope to see you next week. That's where you're cannot freaking talk. That's where I learned to ride the unicycle.